Hi, friends. Welcome back to Anchors Away. I'm Tony.
And I'm Melissa.
Today, we're going to give you our brutally honest review on the Disney Wish. We might make a few people mad on some of our opinions, but I don't think it's too bad.
No, and it's just our experience. I mean, next time we go on the Wish, we might have a different experience. But
Yep. All right, the first thing I want to do is our impressions of the ship as far as theming and the layout. I'll go first on this one. Theming of the ship, I thought it was awesome. I really did. It's very Disney. It's very princessy, castle-y kind of
that's
theming.
the whole idea, is castle on the water.
Yeah. I don't know if you felt the same way. I mean,
Yeah,
it is gorgeous.
Beautiful.
It's an absolutely gorgeous ship.
The colors are a lot of blues. Blues is my favorite color, so blues and greens.
One of the things that I've heard a lot and seen a lot was people upset about the layout because it's different than the traditional ships, Magic, Wonder, Fantasy, and the Dream. It's really, the ship, it is a different layout. The ship is not that hard to navigate. It really didn't take us long at all to figure it out and figure our way around. The biggest thing was people complaining about there only being two elevator banks. And I can see why they were upset about it. In my opinion, you think about it. I mean, the ship supposedly holds the same amount of people as the older ships, but you go from three elevator banks to two, and it doesn't give people a chance to spread out and go to different areas. So the elevator banks, every time I was there after something big, it was a nightmare. It was a nightmare to get on an elevator. That's why I took stairs a lot. That's the biggest complaint I have about the layout of the ship, as well as the location of the adult areas, the adult bars.
Yes.
On, let's just say, the Dream. There's in the Dream, the adult area bars and stuff are all in the aft of the ship, and they're all district. It's called the district. It's all in one area.
It's nice,
and it's really nice. Here, all the main bars are right near the Grand Hall. You've got the Hyperspace Lounge, and what was the Champagne Bar? Nightingales.
Nightingales.
And then the Bayou. It's all right off the main hall. And you have kids in there a lot throughout the day. It's their bars. To me, in my opinion, I don't think kids should be allowed in those bars at all.
And it's hard. I mean, with the Bayou, it's right in the middle, and they do trivia there, all age trivia and stuff like that. So, that's a little
that's
different.
That's just my thought on that. The other thing that was big is the promenade deck. All of the older ships have deck 4 is the promenade deck, and it goes all the way around the ship. This one, it is deck 4, but when you get towards the front of the ship, it goes up to deck 5 and then up to deck 6, and it does not loop all the way around the back side of the ship. So it's tough for us, especially Melissa didn't even get to go up to the front of the ship because her knees are having issues right now, and it was a lot of steps to go up those decks.
Yeah, I did get to see the front at one point, but not when you were walking the whole promenade.
Yeah. So, and that's one thing we've really enjoyed. We used to do it all the time on the Dream.
Yeah.
We would walk the entire promenade deck a couple of times.
And I know joggers. I didn't see joggers jogging around the track this time, not like last time.
I did not either. Usually you see runners, and I did not see any. One other issue, and I'm sure you'll probably want to talk about this too, is the size of the lounges. The Triton Lounge, the Keg and Compass, and Luna Lounge. The Triton specifically is tiny. It is tiny, and they're holding events, and they're holding
trivia games.
Trivia games. They do how to draw games in there, and it's just it
might hold 40 people or something like that.
Maybe holds 40.
Yeah.
There might be 40 seats in there.
Yeah,
and
it was small.
I know the lounges on the other ships are bigger, and the only thing I can think of as to why they are smaller on this ship, and maybe I'm wrong, maybe they're not smaller, but they sure seem like they're
except
smaller.
For Luna.
Luna's not smaller.
It's 2 levels.
It's 2 levels, but the other 2 are smaller.
Yeah.
Next, we're going to touch base on service.
Yes.
Dining service, stateroom service, room service, everything. As usual for me, it's top notch with Disney. We didn't have any issues at all with our dining servers. Were great. We had Eddie the Eagle as our main server,
and Dana.
Dana was the assistant server, and then the head server was Carrie. Our stateroom attendant Brian, who his name tag says Bry, so he liked to be called Bry. He was awesome. And then in Palo, our server in Palo,
amazing.
Lucia. She was from Poland.
Yeah, she was absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I accidentally cursed at her in Polish because I have some Polish friends, and
of course they weren't going to have nice words that you knew.
I said the word, and she went oh like that. So it was rather funny. But
funny.
The servers are absolutely amazing. We did have a few issues with guest services, not anything major. Mainly Melissa's name.
I know. I'm going to have to fix that on something. I never use my first name.
Yeah.
And because that's the way it is on my driver's license and everything, they have to put that down, and everybody assumes that I use my first name, even though I put on there that I prefer to use my middle name. They just don't seem to get it. And so I'm going to see if they can change my card the next time, because then maybe they'll be able to. Well,
that's the one thing with Disney is they say you tell us your preferred name and that's what you're going to be called. And that didn't happen until maybe 3 days into the cruise, if at all.
Even the last day I had somebody say that.
Yeah.
And it irritates me to no end, but.
Well, blame your mother. She gave you that name.
Exactly.
So, that's for us, the service on a Disney cruise, that's why we go, because it's just the best. And they work their butts off.
Yes, they do.
I had a conversation one morning. I was walking around the ship, and I had a conversation with one of the cleaners, and I think he was fairly new to Disney. He had worked a bunch of other cruise lines, and they signed contracts to work the ship. And he said he's 7 months on and 2 months off. And they start work at midnight, cleaning the ship, and they don't stop until 12:30 in the afternoon. And that's when they get to go sleep or do whatever. And it's 7 months straight of doing that.
Yeah.
I would assume
that's a lot.
that they get a day off here and there, obviously. But they work their butts off. And just our stateroom host, the amount of rooms that he handles, and it's twice a day that they come in and they replace your towels and straighten your bed and do all that.
Make towel animals.
It's amazing the work they do. And they deserve, extra as far as I'm concerned. And we do give extra tip to all of them when we can.
Thank you cards.
Yes.
I was on deck watching. We're at the food court area basically, and I was watching somebody clean. Use the little sweeper and clean up. And these are not just custodial. They seem to be manager, custodial people also. And then 2 seconds later, somebody else comes by and is cleaning up the area. So it's never dirty for long.
Yeah.
Like seconds. As soon as somebody, they're constantly going through and seeing if there's any dishes left on tables and stuff like that. So
And they do multiple jobs, like you were saying there.
mhm.
We did a ship tour, a guided ship tour that was an hour long.
Mhm.
I think the girl's name was Mandy that was doing it.
She's new.
Yeah, she's new to Disney. I think it was like her first cruise, wasn't it? Her second cruise. That was her
Yes.
second cruise.
Yeah.
That was her second cruise on that ship. And so she did the tour, the guided tour. And then later we saw her hosting one of the trivia
Yeah.
nights. And then I saw her getting off the ship onto Castaway Cay to go work
Mhm.
somewhere in Castaway Cay.
Yeah.
So they do a lot of different stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy the amount of work that these people do.
It is.
And it's just incredible. Now we're going to talk about entertainment. This is the third take, by the way. The first night, well, first of all, Disney does an amazing job always on entertainment,
Yes.
on their ships, in the parks,
Yes.
everything. The first night we went to the stage show, Disney Sees the Adventure, which was awesome. It featured all the
Mhm.
classic characters, and it was what was the main character?
Goofy. Goofy taking over.
Goofy was taking over the ship and stuff
Mhm.
like that. It was a really good show.
Mhm.
We didn't go to see the second show, which was Little Mermaid, because
Mhm.
we've seen it before, and we just wanted to try and do some other things. The third stage show they had was Aladdin,
Mhm.
which was awesome. Unfortunately, it was our last night there. We were both wiped out, and where we were sitting, there wasn't a lot of leg room, and our knees were hurting, so we didn't make it all the way to the end. Plus, we wanted to kind of beat the crowd out, but it was great. I mean, the actors were awesome.
It was so amazing. I made it almost to the end.
Yeah.
I had like another 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I would have been.
But besides the stage shows, they have the Halloween show
Mhm.
that's out on the 11th deck where the funnel vision is. Then they have the Pirate Night show,
Mhm.
which the Pirate Night show was cut short because of weather.
Yes.
But
we did get our fireworks.
They did an amazing job of transitioning once the weather started to the fireworks show, and we had video of that.
Mhm.
We could link here, and everybody was dancing in the rain, and it was
Mhm.
really cool. And then because this was a Halloween cruise, in the Grand Hall they had the Halloween tree, so they had a special lighting of the tree, I think is what they call
Lighting
it.
of the tree. Yeah.
So, and that was cool. And then just
Mhm.
and the characters all around the ship, just they do an amazing job with entertainment.
Plus, you forgot to talk about the sail away party,
The
even
sail-
though we didn't
yeah.
go because we've seen many sail away parties.
Yeah, the sail away party is usually amazing.
Mhm.
We didn't go because the first day was just it was very
We were so wiped out.
hectic for us, and it was one thing right after another. So we didn't go to the sail away party this time, and we've been to a lot of them already, so we know what to expect. The one thing we missed were the Disney horns as you're
We
leaving.
didn't hear them at all, which I
Yeah.
was shocked.
Yeah,
Not one time.
well, because we were never on deck
I know.
when they blew. So, but
Bummed about
again,
that.
that's entertainment, and
Yep.
they're A+ all the way around for entertainment.
And all of the they have so many things that you can choose from for different age groups and everything like that. A lot of the kids have their own things to do based on whether they're in the lab or vibe or whatever. But even the kids that outgrow some of that, since they still consider them kids under 21, they have an 18-20 group.
Yep.
Which is really cool. I saw a lot of those things, 1820 this, 1820, different things.
Yeah.
I always chose the trivia that was for adults only.
Yeah.
So we did that several times
Yeah.
when we could. A couple of them, like I said, we couldn't get to in time, and they were in a small venue, so it wasn't easy.
And there
for
was a
us to get
couple
into.
that we tried to go to. You went before I did, and it was just there was way too many people in there.
Right.
You couldn't get in.
Yep.
But again, A+ for entertainment for us.
Yep.
All right, next we're going to talk about dining experiences and food. This is where we're going to make some people angry, I think.
Yeah, it might have been that we did too much research and
we're excited about.
we were really got a lot of hype about certain things that we did not enjoy so much. So
one of the restaurants we were looking forward to more than any other was 1923, and it was the biggest disappointment for us.
Yeah.
The service was great. Not all the food was bad, and I'm not saying any of it was bad, but the one thing we looked forward to that everybody raves about is the filet mignon.
Yeah.
Not just ours, but our table mates were all overcooked. All of them. We ordered medium rare, and he ordered medium, and his was well done. We ordered medium rare, and ours were medium, there was no pink at all on my steak.
Yeah, and it
just wasn't great.
No, it wasn't great at all. It was a disappointment.
And
I do have to say, did you have something else to say?
Yeah, well, I got the lamb shank.
Oh, that's right. You get the lamb
and that
shank.
was good. That was a good thing. I was so looking forward to those fillets though, and I was just so disappointed in them.
I forget what we got as appetizers, but I don't think I did get an appetizer because I did get the filet, and I didn't eat a whole lot of it, but I wanted to try the vegetarian dishes because I don't hear enough about the vegetarian dishes. So I got the vegetarian dishes for my appetizers. I got the kombucha and butternut squash. I think that's how you say it. Sorry if I'm saying it wrong. And then I got the tacos, the vegetarian tacos. I think they're Buena Vista tacos or something like that.
You loved all of that.
Oh my gosh, it was so good. But I didn't eat, again, I knew I had the filet coming, so I didn't eat. I just tried a little bit of it. The squash was amazing. The couscous was amazing. And the tacos had the filling. It had the, what is that seed? Quinoa.
Quinoa. Yeah.
It was really, really good.
Yeah.
So I would definitely recommend both of those.
Yeah.
Whether you're vegetarian or not. And they're awesome.
And the other restaurants, the other rotational dining restaurants were Marvel and World of Marvel and Arendelle. Mm-hmm. And
they have shows.
And they have shows.
Which is amazing.
It was a blast.
Yeah.
It was an absolute blast. I've heard negative things about those, and they were great.
Yeah. It was really
nice. And the food, everything I ate at both of them, I think I liked.
And World of Marvel, because we had done Palo for brunch that morning, which Palo was absolutely amazing.
Well, we haven't gotten there yet, so.
Okay. Well, yeah, okay. But the reason I didn't eat a whole lot at World of Marvel was because I was still so full from Palo. I did get the scallops with the pasta.
It was pasta with scallops.
Yeah, and I ate the 4 scallops and just a bite or 2 of the pasta, and that was it.
Yeah, I don't think I ate a lot that night either.
I did try the sundae. It was okay. Michelle got, our table mates, Michelle got the chicken, and she said it was really good.
Yeah.
But she did say that it would be nice if it had like a little gravy or something.
Yeah.
So it might have been a little bit dry. And then Kelly got the gnocchi. Gnocchi.
That's how she said it.
I know she was saying it, and I couldn't say it correctly. But she said it was absolutely amazing. It was just the right amount of ricotta and very soft, and it was just very tasty. So thank you for those reviews, Kelly and Michelle.
Yeah, and I want to say this is the first time that I can remember that we've actually had table mates. Our last cruise, we requested to dine alone because it was our anniversary and stuff, and we got that. And the cruise before that, we had all of our family with us, so it was a lot of people.
Yeah.
I was nervous about sitting with strangers because I'm kind of an introvert, and it turned out great. I mean, Disney did a good job of sitting us with people who are couples just like us. It was 2 couples and similar age to us,
with their children,
and even
children along.
One of the husbands, Chris, has the same job that I do.
Mm-hmm.
It's just crazy how it worked out. And they were all amazing. It was Brian and Michelle, and Chris and Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
And we all took a picture. I'll post that
Yes.
on here now. So
Yeah, we had a lot of fun.
yeah.
And we ended up going to a trivia.
Yeah, we did some trivia together
Got
and
some
stuff like that
charms.
with them. They went, Melissa went with them to get charms.
Mm-hmm.
To get back to the dining though, Palo, obviously Palo brunch we love to do,
Mm-hmm.
and it did not disappoint. Again, it was amazing.
So good. The panna cotta. You have to get
It's an extra charge restaurant,
Mhm.
but Palo brunch is just everything there. I mean, the flatbread, the calzone we tried for the first time
Mhm.
this to go around,
That's
and I
good.
loved it.
The
The
chicken.
lasagna, the chicken parm,
Mhm.
amazing.
And then I got the steak, and it is a steakhouse.
Yeah.
I wasn't too thrilled with the steak.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with me. Perhaps my tastes have changed because I got a specialty coffee the first
And
3 days.
This is her jam. These specialty coffees.
my
When we were on the
gosh.
Dream, that's all she wanted to
I
do.
know. Absolutely loved it. And it was the same one. And it just was not the same.
Yeah.
I was so disappointed.
Well,
I tried 3 times and then I was like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah. So that takes us to,
Arendelle.
well, Arendelle, we talked about, I mean, everything there was great. I don't want to go through every single food.
But the Arendelle, the one thing we have to talk about is the scallop puff.
Oh, yeah.
Pastry.
Yeah, that's true.
And that was amazing.
The puff pastry, the scallop puff pastry was my favorite thing from that dinner, and it was awesome.
And it looks really
And
cool.
I've seen reviews of it going, just people were, it's just blah. It was not blah.
Yeah.
It was good.
It was really good.
Because I got that, and I got the cod and the meatballs, like Swedish meatballs.
Mm-hmm.
That scallop puff pastry was freaking awesome.
Yep.
It was the best. And the show was as well. Both Arendelle and Marble Show, they were great. So let's move on to fast service foods. Marceline Market, the buffet.
Mm-hmm.
I was disappointed, not in the food. The food at the buffet is never the best, but it seemed to me like the variety was not the same as it was on Cabanas.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you felt that way, but it sure felt to me like there wasn't as much that they offered there.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but that's just the way it felt. Because I know in the past I had gotten more things there than what I was able to get this time. And they had some different things there. Didn't they have Indian food or something?
They did at lunch, definitely.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so that was a little bit of a disappointment for me. And then the food around the pool, was it Mickey's Festival?
Yeah, I was going to talk a little bit more about Marceline Market, though.
Okay, go ahead.
Go
ahead. I'm not going to let her talk.
I know, it doesn't seem like it. But
go ahead.
Anyway, so the Marceline Market, there's a lot of food. It's mass produced, and so I'm not a huge fan of. I'm not a big breakfast person anyway. Usually, but some like the bacon, is so. It's just mass produced. I did love the churro waffles the last day. They weren't great on the Dream. Oh, that's one thing that I didn't care for on the Dream. But I did really like them this time. They were crunchy and soft in the middle, and they were perfect. I did get the crabs and the shrimp twice.
Yeah.
And I asked for butter. You have to ask for butter because they will not offer it, and they will not just have it sitting out anywhere. If you want the butter, you can ask for it. But both times I ate the crabs and shrimp, I ended up having throat problems later.
Yeah.
So
I think it was the butter, because I don't think it was real butter.
Yeah, I don't know. So it could be. So you might not want to ask for the butter. But I don't know. Something was bothering me with that. Well, we had one issue after another, it seemed like, for a while there. So sorry.
Okay.
We can cut that out.
We're done with Marceline?
Yeah, can we cut that out?
Yeah. She likes to talk ahead.
Whatever.
Well, now we're going to talk about Mickey and Friends Festival of Food. Okay. The one thing that everybody was saying, you have to get the smokestack barbecue, and we were both so excited about it, and it was blah. Sorry, but it was blah. And Other videos that I've seen, people say it's so busy and it's hard to get there and stuff like that. Every time I went to that food area, there was nobody at the barbecue place, to the point to where most of the time there was two sides to it. One side was closed most of the time.
Yeah.
The line at Donald's Cantina,
was long
for the Mexican food, which was amazing.
That was very
Donald's Cantina is awesome. The pizzas, it is what it is on Disney, and I like it. You know, a lot of people love it, and I do too. And that's one of the things that's available more than any of the other ones, because I think they stay up till midnight. I know you don't eat it. We both got a plate full of barbecue, and we're just disappointed. The mac and cheese was like something from Stouffer's or something like that.
Yeah, the brisket was super fatty.
Yeah. And it just, you know, it was okay. I'm not saying it was bad. It was just okay.
The ribs.
That was it.
The ribs were okay. They weren't great, but they were okay.
But when you walk around the pool deck and you look at those quick service places, the grill where they sell hot dogs and hamburgers, there's always a line. Donald's Cantina, there's always a line.
Yeah.
Pizza, there's always a line. Barbecue, there was never a line. Ever. I could walk right up to it any time of the day that it was open and get anything. Yeah. And then
and the Donald's was great. We did that for lunch one day. Well, we did that it was separate.
A couple times we did it, and
it was so good. I got the bowl, and it was really good.
Yeah.
You could get all kinds of different things on top.
And then soft serve is always there, and it's always good.
Yum.
Melissa said the banana didn't taste as good as it did before.
Know. I think maybe my tastes have changed.
Yeah. Well, you are getting old.
I know. Gotta say it. Ding, ding, ding. We got one in this time.
I think that's it for food for me. I mean, room service. Room service was really good. I was just
going to say, we did our room service.
We got wings.
Yeah, I ate the wings.
And I got the lamb and beef P-Day is what they called it.
P-Day.
It's a flatbread, and it was really good. And the wings were really good.
Oh my gosh, the wings were great.
So we ate a lot, by the way, the whole time we were on the ship. So.
And you got your Mickey bar.
I did. It was a Mickey bar. It is what it is. I got one at dessert, I think, last night on the Arendelle. Yeah. All right. Next, we're going to talk about the stateroom. I don't want to spend a lot of time on this, but the stateroom, obviously, it's always clean.
It's real pretty.
Real pretty. It's a beautiful stateroom.
Like Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah, we had Sleeping Beauty, which I didn't know. It didn't feel as big as it did on the other ships. It just didn't. It was deep, but the bathroom seemed smaller. And we were just on a cruise in February. It's not like it's been forever.
Yeah, and this one,
but it felt smaller.
This one had a Murphy bed.
It had a Murphy bed. It had the sofa was that's the most uncomfortable sofa I've ever sat on.
It was super hard.
I mean, it's like sitting on a bench.
Yeah,
there was no cushion to it whatsoever. But the bed's amazing and soft and
yeah, we slept well.
Yeah, we slept well. It just didn't, if there would have been a bunch of, 5 people, I couldn't imagine 5 people, because that's what that room is supposed to sleep. You had a Murphy bed, you have the bunk bed that comes down, the sofa bed, and queen size. So it was just small to us. It felt small.
Even the bathroom.
Yeah.
I don't remember, getting out of the shower and hitting my arm on the bar and stuff like that. The last shower had the Dream doesn't have glass.
No,
doors.
they have
the
shower curtains.
Yeah, shower curtains.
Wish was the first one to do glass doors.
Which is nice, but I don't know if in my head I'm just remembering wrong, but I just don't.
I don't think so. I think, I mean, even the tub. Melissa likes to take baths in the tub.
My legs and my knee, and I couldn't put my knees down.
Yeah, she could. It's not as long as it is on the Dream.
I'm short compared to you.
Yeah. So stateroom was good. It just felt smaller to us, and that was that.
Yes.
Now we will discuss embarkation day and disembarkation day.
Mhm.
Why don't you go your thoughts on embarkation day?
Okay. We got in line and it was warm out. And then I had to use the restroom. And I'll tell you, for that bill, I had to walk forever just to get to the restroom, just to let you know. If you do have to use the restroom, it's all the way at the end of the building and around the corner.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I'll say with that is with the Wish, it's not at Disney's terminal.
Right.
It's another terminal. I forget who owned it or who owns it. Maybe Disney's buying it from them or they're just using it or whatever, but it's not at their terminal. So you don't have the magic when you walk in.
Right. Yeah, you don't go through the ears
you
or
don't go
anything
through the
like
ears
that.
or anything like that. And from
Yeah.
not just waiting outside, which, you know, obviously, I mean, we had to wait in the parking garage at
Yeah, it was
in
cooler.
Fort Lauderdale, and it was cooler, but where we stood outside, it was partially in the sun and it was hot. It was really hot.
Yeah.
And then once you get into
in the building,
in the terminal, and you go check in and stuff, just when your number's called to go board, it's a long walk.
It is
from that terminal,
very long
to
walk.
pulling a suitcase to the ship. It was long.
Well, first you had to walk a long way before you could even get to the, I don't know what the extender thing is called.
Yeah, I'm not even talking about. Yeah, I'm not even talking about the ramp to go onto the ship. It's just from the terminal. You had to walk pretty much the whole length of the terminal just to get to the ramp, and then the ramp came back, and then back up again, and then onto the ship.
Yes, it was a long walk.
So, embarkation day. I mean, it went fast, luckily, except for the part where we were standing in the heat for a while. So once we were in the building, we never sat down. We went straight to check in and then straight onto the ship.
And then straight to Marceline.
And then straight to Marceline after we went in. Disembarkation day. It's always, I've never had issues with that.
We had to get up. We had to be at breakfast at 6:45, which was pretty early.
Yeah.
Not so much early for us. I mean, we get up early. But some people, it was tough for them. And then we had to wait. We're supposed to wait for our little ticket character to be called before we can get in line to disembark.
Yeah. And we didn't.
No, we didn't, because they called at least 5 of them. They
weren't even checking them.
Yeah. So we're standing off to the side, and people were just walking through, and the person was saying, "Okay, go, 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 go." And we're thinking, why are we waiting? You know?
And they do that. They do that just so it doesn't build up too quick in customs when you're going out.
Right.
So once we left, we stood there for a while, and then
we just got in line with everybody else.
Chris and Kelly were right there with us. Our table mates ended up coming out with us, and
we all went rogue at the same time.
Yeah, we went rogue for sure. But once we got out, found our bags, which didn't take long. They had somebody there helping find them.
Yeah, we were like 10 in line for birth certificate.
And we were out and in the truck and home in no time.
Yeah.
I mean, we sat in traffic more coming home longer than it took us to get off the ship. It wasn't bad. So.
Yep. And then we came home and just slept. I mean, we were just exhausted.
Yeah.
You get a lot of steps. I mean, one day I got like 12,000 steps. And that for me is a lot. I sit all day. So that's a lot for just one day. And that was just one of the 4.
My biggest day on the ship was almost 20,000 steps and 25 flights of stairs.
Yeah.
Recorded on my watch.
That's too much.
So I want to talk a little bit about not really likes and dislikes, because we kind of touched on that with all the other stuff. But no matter what your cruise line you're on, there's going to be issues that pop up or problems that arise. We've been lucky on our Disney cruises that we've never really had any issues whatsoever.
It's the first time I've ever gone to guest service
until this trip. And it got pretty bad at one point with a few issues we had, and we're not going to get into that. We're not going to talk about what they were. But Melissa went to guest services several times and called them several times over a few issues we were having, and one being her name, which to me, wasn't that big of a deal
Right.
compared to the other things.
Yeah.
Initially, we didn't get a quick response,
No.
and it surprised us.
Mm-hmm.
Our room
There
attendant,
was no follow up.
there was no follow up at all until
Like the
the
day before we were
the
leaving.
day before
yeah.
we were leaving.
Mm-hmm.
And it really even then wasn't an apology or anything like that.
Mhm.
And we weren't expecting, we just want somebody to acknowledge what's going on and, with the issues we were having, because it wasn't great. It wasn't.
Follow up. That's the one thing that I was upset
The
about.
issues we had weren't great.
Like, wow.
But then the evening before we left, we had a knock on the door and we were brought a package. And we haven't opened it yet, so we figured we would do that on camera. Rather, we're going to open this on camera for you guys. So we don't know what's in here. I don't know.
It's pretty.
Melissa, if you want to read that, because I don't have my glasses.
Yeah, it says the goal of Disney Cruise Line is to provide a magical experience for each and every one of our guests. Please accept this small gift as a gesture of goodwill. We hope the rest of your cruise is filled with magical memories that will last a lifetime. Please don't hesitate to contact us if we can be of further assistance during your cruise. Kind regards, your guest services team.
Yeah. So we weren't expecting this, but this is the kind of stuff that Disney typically does if you have issues. And, again, all we wanted was, and I'm, acknowledgement that they were sorry, that what was happening with us was, happening, and it, it could have happened to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know.
Do you have scissors?
You want to do the honors?
I'm trying to.
You should be able to untie it.
I don't know.
Make sure you save the bow so you can reuse it.
I know, I probably will. I save everything always.
Okay. Well, the first thing we can see that's in here is Melissa's favorite thing in the world.
I know.
Popcorn.
I love popcorn.
And then Mickey Head.
Oh, cute.
Rice Krispie treats. There's two of those in here. That's all you. And
probably give it to Tristan.
I don't know what's in this bag. Disney Cruise Line. What do you think it is?
I have no idea.
What the heck is it?
Another nice little bag. Oh, well, that's nice.
Oh, this is like a...
Oh, it's got a coolie bag on
This
the
is
bottom.
a cooler bag.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything inside of it?
$1 million.
I wish. Another cruise.
Something's...
I really wish.
God, yeah. That ain't happening. It's just thick. Oh, so it unzips.
Yeah, because this is where you can put your cool drinks and stuff in the bottom.
But what's in here?
It's like the other one that I have.
It's full of stuff.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
What is this?
Oh, these are so cute. They're...
This cooler is resistant to
something?
moisture. What is this thing? Man, this thing is packed full. Bags inside of bags.
It's like one of those fish extenders.
It's a fish extender. Cool, we have a fish extender now.
I know.
Oh, look.
We'll have to use it for little Mr.
Like
Kyler.
Cruise board games.
Cute.
Checkers and
really cute.
look, we can play craps.
There you go.
I've
Always
never
wanted to do that.
I've never played craps in my life. So all these come in a little carry bag.
And then are these look like
They look like towel holders.
yes, I was gonna say but they have things on them like they attach to something.
Yeah.
Like clips.
Towel holders to hold your towels onto your chair when you're at the pool.
But they have clips too. Like, see,
Yep.
clips to them.
That's
I
cool.
don't know. Is that what it is?
That's what it looks like to
I
me.
don't know. We don't know what we're. Let's see. It extends too.
Yeah, it'll extend to something bigger.
Oh, that's cute.
Anyway,
Very nice.
that is cool. Very
Yep.
cool. Very cool gift. Thank you, Disney. I
Yeah.
guess that's about it. Except I got a surprise for Melissa.
I'm waiting.
What's your favorite thing in the world when we go on a Disney cruise? What's your?
Coffee.
I didn't get you any coffee.
Okay. What's my second favorite?
What is your favorite thing about going on
Charms.
a Disney cruise?
I'm not getting
I
it.
guess I got the wrong thing then.
I don't know.
So open this.
What is? I'm getting the wrong thing constantly.
Mm-hmm.
That was cute. What is this? Oh, Castaway Key. Oh, that's cool. I got sand from Castaway Key.
Yeah,
Oh, that is awesome.
because evidently Castaway Key is not your favorite thing about going on a Disney cruise.
It is. And actually, that was the best part of this one. That's for sure. Oh, that's
So-
awesome.
I bought these bottles a while back, and while you were snorkeling,
Oh, nice. I was out a long time.
I got a bag full of sand, and I still have more left. Evidently, I got
My
too much,
Gosh.
and
That is actual Castaway Key sand.
This is
That
actual
is really
Castaway
cool
Key
that
sand.
you got.
yes, and I even printed the lettering for Castaway Key and put it on there
Nice.
for you.
Oh,
So
thank you, sweetheart. That's so awesome.
because
Castaway Key's my favorite place.
evidently,
And we don't get to go for a while because next time we're going to Lookout.
yeah.
That is so
So-
cool, and I love the dolphins.
I
That's
saw people
really
doing that
neat.
with little tiny
Aw.
vials, and I said, "That's not big enough for my woman."
That's awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mwah. So speaking of Castaway Key, I have to talk about Castaway Key.
Okay.
So what? Yeah, the bag. So one of the things I've wanted to do forever on Castaway Key, and we've never been able to do it because the weather was bad or something was going on, was to go out and see the statues under the water.
Snorkeling area where they have statues under the water.
Yeah. So, and I grabbed a pair of goggles from Amazon because I don't like the piece that goes over your nose, so it's just the goggles. And I grabbed a snorkel pipe from the Dollar Tree. It worked great. And I had to get their little life vest. And by the way, if you get the life vest, well, I mean, you have to go out there and snorkel, but you have to push the tube down in order to blow into it and blow it up.
And they don't tell you that when
They
give
don't
you
tell
the
you
vest.
that, and we didn't know. So I went out there by myself because it was a very long way to go, and we didn't have any flippers. Which, if you get to my age, you probably should have flippers because it's like 100 yards out.
It's a long way.
Yeah, just to get to the statues. I passed 2 lifeguards, and they had to be at least 20
Yeah.
to 25
There's-
yards between them.
4 lifeguards covering that area.
Yeah, and I was the only one out there.
Yeah.
And I swam all the way out to where the statues were. I saw the first one, which was Prince Eric, and I saw the second one, which was Mickey Mouse, and I just couldn't go any further because they're about 10 yards between each of them. And I was so tired, and I kept having to turn over and lay on my back and, catch my breath. And, one of the lifeguards, at least one of them, I think both of them that I passed were like, "Are you okay?" And
I got video of her coming
and I
back
just
in,
said, I said, "Yeah, I'll be fine." I said, "At least I can float. I can't swim like I used to be able to. My arms just don't work like they do. I can't put them over each other." And I didn't have the life vest on properly because you do have to put it between your legs, and I didn't have it between my legs. I just had it around my waist. So I think it was more of a hindrance than anything else. I was super tired when I got back. But it was neat to go out there and see. I'm hoping to do it again next time. I will definitely take my swim fins because I I borrowed my brother's swim fins, so I have them I can use. And then I went over to Pelican Plunge because that's another thing that I had never done before, and I really wanted to do that. And I have these glasses, so I put a pair of sunglasses over top, and the lady at the top of the slide said, you know, you might lose your glasses, and I was going to hold them, and I don't know why I didn't, but I didn't. And when you go down the slide, it doesn't just go straight into the water. You drop like 3 feet or something before you hit the water. And when I did, my glasses went off, and they're at the bottom of Castaway Cay.
I watched them come off and go straight to the bottom.
Yes.
What do you want, Georgie?
Hello, George. So I did end up getting a new pair of glasses while we were on the ship. And then we went to Serenity Bay, and then I snorkeled.
Serenity Bay was great. It
was wonderful.
Because the water over on the ship side where the snorkeling was turned up a little, and it wasn't as clear. Serenity Bay was the calm side, and it was just beautiful, crystal clear. I got a lot of footage, underwater footage and stuff. So
a lot of little fish, the small fish. There was one maybe about this big or something like that.
Yeah.
Last time we saw the shark, and we saw a lot of the.
That was the last trip. Yeah.
Yeah, and we saw a lot of starfish, which we didn't see. I didn't see this time, and I snorkeled all over the place.
Yeah.
I loved it. I had so much fun, and like I said, I just used. I used the dollar store pipe at first, and then I think I used the one we'd gotten on Amazon, but it was still cheap. And they worked perfectly. It was awesome. I could have stayed there all day doing that. And then we went back and we got on the Aquamouse because we didn't talk about that.
Yeah, we got on that. Well, that's, it's part of the entertainment. I didn't have a good time on the Aquamouse. It was just rough for me. It hurt my back. Like the first bump that came down, it hurt my back, and I was just done. Melissa ended up riding it twice,
I went on
2 times in a row.
I loved it.
And that's the time for us to do it. We go out to Castaway early, get off by noon. We're back on the ship, and we go up and ride the Aquamouse and have lunch. Have lunch there, because the lunch on the island's not the greatest. It's again, mass produced and stuff like that. And
burgers and stuff.
Yeah. So
I mean, it's okay. It's not bad.
Yeah. No, it's not bad food. It's just better on the ship.
Yeah.
That's when we had Donald's Cantina that day and stuff like that. So,
but yeah, I liked the Aquamouse. I thought it was really fun, and you might want to go by yourself. I mean, we're both. This
video is almost 2 hours long now, so
okay.
Probably not that long.
I'm sure there's a lot you can cut out.
Yeah, I'm sure.
A lot. But anyway, so
I want to say
doing our closure,
our final thoughts on the Disney Wish. There were times, I know it was Pirate Day was the worst day for us. It was just a bad day. And what I was going to say is there was times on this cruise where we were like, this is the worst ever, and we're never going to sail this ship again.
I was almost in tears.
Yeah, she was.
I am not a person that cries very often, but boy, I was almost in tears.
Again, you sail enough, you're going to have something happen that's a bad experience, and we did. I'm still going to say the Dream is our favorite ship by far. I think
we're going again in February.
We're going again in February on the Dream, but at this point, I wouldn't say we'll never sail the Wish again.
Right.
I like the Wish. I like the way. I like the theming, and I'm excited to go on the Treasure, which is the exact same layout as the Wish. It's just themed differently. They had the Haunted Mansion bar.
Right.
I know when we were on the ship that day, we were never going to sail the Wish again. But we can't say that, because we ended up having a great time. We really did. Arendelle and even Marvel was, we had great time with our friends we met at dinner. It just, overall for me, it went by in the blink of an eye. Especially it was the fastest day one I've ever had on a cruise ship.
Yeah.
It was like that. It was over. I just, but again, it's not our favorite ship, but I wouldn't say we'll never go again on that cruise.
Yeah.
So I don't know how you feel about that, but that's how I feel.
I feel the same way. Just The problem is that, you know, you set the bar, and things that happen on the Dream, especially our trip in February was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. Everything went great. And that's what I expect. I expect, you know, I expect a charm every night. We didn't get a charm every night.
No.
I expect my coffee to be good. Well, it wasn't, you know, so there are just things that are going to be different, and, you know, could be my tastes have changed. Who knows? It could all be me. So, you know, different experiences, and other people will have better experiences than we've had, you know. But we still love Disney. It doesn't mean anything against Disney. We will go back 100 times to Disney.
Yep. And on the cruise ship. You know, it, like I said, you cruise enough, you're going to have a bad experience here and there. So, but I don't know. I'm done. How about you? I'm sure they're sick of hearing us talk, because this is a long video.
They love us.
So
it's all our family.
Well, that is our brutally honest review.
Yes.
Not a fan of the barbecue. Not a fan of the coffee that was on the Wish. Overall, it was a good experience. It really was. So, anyway.
Do your outro.
Yeah, we got to do an outro. So, thank you all for watching. If you don't mind, hit like and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any new videos coming out. And
see you real soon.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. George, you say bye
Kat,
too?
say goodbye.
My goodness.